This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So today I'm going to show you this clip of Wack talking about Bortlen's plea. Check this clip out.
Yo, they said the little took the plea. Whatever plea he took probably gonna f that up a little bad.
Business.
YNW Bortlen.
Yeah, because you got to remember, he on his third trial, right? They ain't had no new evidence. He gonna be the new evidence. He probably gonna take a plea that's saying he was in the he was in the vehicle and that something turning that situation into the situation.
That's what
Now
he
he's
did.
an
Well, he
eyewitness.
agreed to being in the car.
Huh?
I said that's what happened. That agreed to being in the car. He'll plead to come back and talk.
And he said that car is the car that committed the homicide, right?
Right. And they said
So he agreed to being in the car at the time of the homicide.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's their new evidence. Because think about it, he had two hung juries. So now we got an eyewitness, that's your homie from your set, saying he was in the car when the murder happened. So now we know the murder happened.
They said we bound
And
you
he
to the car by DNA. So you can't say you wasn't there. And he said correct.
They gave him a way out to get the other, to get their man. I get it. We didn't did it before, you know. OJ, ain't gonna be no more OJs around here. Y'all ain't gonna be embarrassed in these in trial. Already had two hung juries.
Mr. Nascimento, have you seen or heard Mr. Henry say or do anything which would call into question in your mind whether he understands what's going on?
Nothing at all.
All right, so Mr. Henry, it's two cases, sir. I'm going to go one at a time. In case number 19-1871 CF10A, this is before the agreement you made with the state, before the deal you made with the state. You were charged as follows. Counts 1 and 2 is murder in the first degree with a firearm. Those are capital offenses. The maximum and mandatory penalty is life in Florida State Prison. Counts 3 and 4 are accessory after the fact of murder in the first degree. Those are each first degree felonies. The maximum penalty is 30 years in Florida State Prison. In case number 23-10643 CF10A, you're charged to count 1, tampering with a witness in a capital felony. That is punishable by life in Florida State Prison. Count 2, directing the activities of a criminal gang. That's a first degree felony. Again, punishable up to life in Florida State Prison. Count 5 is conspiracy to commit tampering. Again, as it relates to a first degree murder charge, that is punishable by a maximum penalty of life in Florida State Prison. Count 7, unlawful use of a two-way communication device as charged. That's a second degree felony. The maximum penalty is 15 years in Florida State. So, sir, again, before the agreement you made with the state, before the deal you made with the state, your maximum exposure here was life in Florida State Prison, followed by life in Florida State Prison, followed by life in Florida State Prison, followed by life in Florida State Prison, 75 years in Florida State Prison. Sir, do you understand all the pending charges and the maximum possible penalties involved? And it's my understanding that you want to resolve both cases today. Is that correct? There's an agreement you've reached with the state, the terms of which are as follows. Number 1, in the 19 case, you're going to plead no contest to both counts of accessory after the fact. In the 23 case, you're going to plead no contest to all 4 counts as charged. In exchange for that, the state is going to null process, that is, drop the 2 first degree murders. So he's only going to plead to the tampering with a witness in a capital felony, conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of the two-way communication device.
Just the tampering and unlawful use.
Just count 1 and count 7. State, you're going to null process count 2 and count 5.
Correct.
As it relates only to Mr. Henry. So, sir, has anyone forced you, threatened you, or coerced you into entering these pleas? If I accept your pleas, there will not be a trial in either one of these cases. Do you understand? If I accept these pleas, there's a whole bunch of constitutional rights you are giving up. I want to make sure you understand all of those rights. You have the right to maintain your plea of not guilty and have a trial in each case. You have the right to present defenses, to file motions and other pleadings in support of your defense. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to have the state prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to confront and cross-examine the witnesses against you. You have the right to appeal any decisions that I may have made up to this point or any rulings I might make in a future trial. But understanding by entering this negotiated resolution today, you are giving up all of those rights. The matter is going to be resolved today, right now, this afternoon. Is that what you want to do? Are you satisfied with your lawyers? Have you had enough time to speak with them? Have they answered all your questions that they have done for you? Sir, I've got two identical plea forms here entitled Plea of Guilty or No Contest to Criminal Charges in Circuit Court. Each one has your name on the top, your initials on the left-hand side, front and back, and your signature on the back. Did you go over both of these forms? Any questions about what's on either of these forms? And is that your signature on the back of each form? Sir, there's a few things that I need to tell everyone that I take a plea from. They may or may not apply to you. If you are not a citizen of the United States, these pleas will result in your deportation. Do you understand? So, Mr. Henry, again, two cases. We're going to do one at a time. In case number 19, 1871 CF10A, as to count 3, accessory after the fact to murder in the first degree, and as to count 4,
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. Anytime a high-profile case like Melly's is in the news, people are going to have strong opinions. Now, with Bortlen officially taking a 10-year plea deal, it really changes the conversation. Wack took the time to break it down, and while some people see him as controversial, he does know how to explain the layers in cases like this. For Bortlen, agreeing to a deal like that could mean a lot of different things. Maybe it's about timing, maybe it's strategy, or maybe it's just about getting out and moving on. But whatever the reason, this decision could have an impact on Melly's situation as well. Wack pointing all this out just reminds people that the legal process is never simple. It's not always about guilt or innocence, it's also about deals, pressure, time served, and how the court system moves. Wack has always been vocal on topics like this, and whether people like it or not, his breakdowns often spark real conversation. What's also interesting here is how these developments affect public opinion. When someone close to a case takes a plea, people start reading between the lines, even if they don't have all the facts. Okay, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment and also like this video. I'll see you in the next video.